take it away.
Thanks, Alex. Good looking out, bro. So let's get into this next map. It is going to be Inferno. I mean, Fifth, do you agree? Are the Swedes going to take it 2-1 over there? Sean's really got it up for the French music, man. He just loves them to death, apparently. Like,
yeah,
he
right.
Just does not
I just want to point out, Sean, you're dead to me. How dare you touch Moses the way you just did? Can't believe you. I thought we had something. But yeah. What's that? They're making out now? What? What?
Oh my God.
Oh God, I can't believe
this is a public area, Sean. Keep it for the hotel later. Come on. We don't need to see that.
Yeah.
I mean, Moses is creamy and everything, but you know, that's just. I mean, and as a Swede, you gotta love the cream.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah.
So where do we go on Inferno, man?
It's so difficult to me. Like, if you compare like Fnatic to, I was calling them out during Fragbite Masters, where I have never seen Fnatic so flustered before, and then now ending up losing Cobblestone, you know, ending up losing both pistols. You still see like, it's so hard to call, especially now. Will this impact how Fnatic plays Inferno? You know, losing Cobblestone. Yeah, sure, it was EnVyUS map pick, but I'm sure they just want to get away with it, right? This Fnatic's map pick though. It's Inferno. I kind of don't agree with the pick they did on Inferno, because it's not like EnVyUS or a bad team on it. Starting the CT side though, I do really want to see a third map. So I will actually call for Fnatic to win this one.
I want to see Mirage from Envy.
Yeah.
I really want to see what they've changed into it, because they started off strong on the map, then they started to experience some difficulties last few tournaments. You know, they've been losing it, so that's definitely going to be like a point of focus for them. We're like, okay, we need to fix Mirage, and like what little prac time we have. And they weren't at Fragbite, so they actually had some time. They weren't at San Jose either, so they've had some time to actually put some work into maps, try and patch things up. So Mirage would be a really interesting map to see between Envy and Fnatic, because we know that Fnatic are solid on it. Now it comes down to whether Envy have actually fixed whatever problems they had in the past.
Well, that was the thing, right? Fnatic, it was especially on Mirage that I commented on that they were very shaky. You saw, like, every single team, team kills, right? But in the fashion that Fnatic did, I mean, you saw double nade there, lack of... I wouldn't really call it communication, because the nade landed on a Fnatic member, he just ended up dying, right? But, like, going past someone else's crosshair when they're both shooting, it's like sloppy things, right? When you don't actually, it can happen, of course. But again and again, it wasn't just like, even if they didn't get the actual kill, there was a lot of team damage going on, and a very, very sloppy on the Fnatic end on Mirage, whereas, like you're saying, EnVyUS actually taking some time off to go through, each respective map again. It's like, we have stuff to work on. Let's just, forget about Fragbite Masters, forget about IEM, just go in, focus, and let's win the last tournament of the year.
Yeah. That's really the goal here, guys. This is going to be the last big event. 250 grand on the line here in the prize pool. Both of these teams. I mean, Happy is, he's totally right to mention the rivalry between both of these teams. I mean, it's neck and neck between Envy and Fnatic as to who's the best in the world right now, since Virtus Pro and TQM have kind of dropped off in the recent days. So yeah, this is it. This is to settle it all. Who is going to be dominant in the last event of 2015?
Exactly. Who's the best team at the later stages of 2000s?
Yeah, and no jokes either. It's like no best of ones or whatever. It's like straight best of 3, best of 5 final if it gets that far. So there's a lot on the line here, guys, and the countdown has begun. Knife round has been sorted, and it looks like Fnatic will be starting on the CT side here of Inferno, with Envy starting on the offense on that T side. So we're going to be fun to see exactly what they have in store for us here. But I expect a lot of Kevlar and a lot of just straight up pressure. Although what's interesting, already we can see Apex going for the nades for Envy.
Yeah, that's...
So that means NBK is going to be taking point in this rush.
Which is kind of weird. I mean, especially if you don't plan on doing anything super fast, right? It's not like Apex is all the way in the end.
Yeah, okay. I mean, you got to think this is going to be B. Single smoke for CT, flash to clear out top banana, and then they're just going to just rush right in. Olofmeister's so good at hitting headshots, but this time he's not going to pull it off. Krims dunks the nade in, does just a little bit of damage, but that's not going to stop Envy. Smoke goes in to block off CT, and the jump shot from NBK to take out Krims. It is going to be down to Olofmeister now, and he gets overwhelmed. Envy, they're just relentless at getting onto these sites. And of course, Happy hanging out, just waiting for that rotate. Easy frag for him, and just the action doesn't stop. They keep on pressuring here. Fnatic, they realize that they don't have time. They have to get in here, get the damage in, and well, Flusha starts off with one headshot. Might get another one here, trying to get that angle just right, but he's going to get run down by Happy, and a dominant pistol round here coming out for Envy on their T side. Just no fear, straight up rush.
Yeah, getting the mid-air headshot on Krims there. Oof. I mean, they won the round from that, because otherwise, you know, Crims potentially maybe damage one person, but then he can rotate back and help Olafmeister, right? You would have the crossfire. Instead, he goes down and leaves Olafmeister all alone on the B bomb side. Yeah, he gets one, but then he's just going to disform. What happens then, you know? Envy, they have full control of the B bomb side. Bomb is down, and then for Fnatic members, it's just all about the retake, right? With no nades, and then it's really difficult. So yeah, Envy are starting strong.
Man, Envy, though. 3 MAC-10s, an MP7, and a Galil versus a 4-step Fnatic. This could get scary. This could get just a little bit scary. I mean, the SMGs, they got the buff versus armor, but still.
You do have the gamble from Fnatic as well. 4 members on the A-bomb side.
They really want, and there you go, yeah. Smoke goes down to top Banana. That's going to set it up. Dennis starting off strong. He takes out Apex, and the fadeaway shot onto Kenny as well. And now Olafmeister's going to peek out, pick up MBK, and this is what I was worried about. I mean, they just get, well, picked off one at a time on Fnatic's side, or rather on Envy's side. At least Happy's going to be able to take out JW. But Fnatic, they hold strong. They have bomb control at top mid. And, well, it's going to come down to Happy and Kiyoshima, the last 2 alive here for the Frenchman. And, well, Happy's doing some work. He's managed to pick up 2 kills, so he's doing the best that he can here to regain control of the situation. But with 3 players sitting on the other side of that smoke, a Galil picked up, a CZ and a 5-7. Perfectly adequate, you know, weaponry to deal with the situation here for the Swedes.
I don't understand the Dennis that push into Boiler. You got the 2 entries. Yeah, bomb is down, but just play the bomb then. You're giving EnVyUS a way back into the round, right?
Smoke goes down to block off Arch. That's going to bait out a lot of shots. Now they have some information. They know that 2 players are playing over there for Fnatic. But they pick up the bomb, and Crims is the linchpin here. He has to hold. He has to do some damage, and he's not going to manage it. Happy with the headshot onto Crims. And Happy catches the rotate out of Olafmeister as well. It's all on Flusha now. He finds the first headshot, and now it's going to come down to the second. Happy is low. He's got the quad kill so far. Happy, can he get the ace? And he will! Just the clutch at the end. Ace clutch for Happy. And what a comeback into it for Envy.
Yeah, I mean, Happy with 3 HP at the end there. But yeah, you see the replay here. I mean, Dennis, great job. The 2 entries there. 5-on-3, even a 2-on-5 here. Olafmeister's getting the 1. But then you see, I mean, Fnatic is throwing the round away. Happy with the first frag there, and then Dennis just rushes into Boiler. There's no point in that. You have the bomb. Just, I mean, have the 4 members stationed in mid, and just, you know, double boost on the roof there as well, and just take control. You don't have to push anything. You just throw away the round, and Happy did a great job. I mean, to take advantage of the fact that Fnatic was playing very sloppy.
And he just keeps on rolling. Another kill for him, so that's 6. Let's just keep count of, you know, Happy, the beast. He's going to get those eco frags. He's going to stack it up nice and neat, and he's going to make a lot of money as well, because those 5 kills, well, 4 of them at least, were done with an SMG. Another one onto JW. That's 7 in a row. He's going to be sitting on so much cash at the end of this. And while Olafmeister can't really achieve too much here on the B side, he gets caught and Flusha out of position. Can't really support, too far away in CT with that P250. Now it comes down to Flusha and Dennis just hoping to get lucky, get some exits. They still have to worry about Happy at their backs, though, but that's not going to be the main concern. Instead, it's Kenny with a nice double spray down. 2 headshots for him and a 3-0 lead now for Envy. And Envy, they haven't lost a pistol yet versus Fnatic.
Oh, actually, Happy rebought there, but he had some sick monies there. Let me tell you that. He has like 9.3K. That's a bunch of... It's like, guys, I have enough money for all of us. Don't worry about it. I'm just going to drop my SMG. Don't really care about that anymore.
Really surprised to see Apex hold on to the MP7, though.
I really like this approach, because what happens is you have 2 options. Either you go first, you know, you try and get a headshot or 2, or you just go like 3rd guy in, right? Because then if anyone from EnVyUS ends up dying, you can just replace the SMG anyway. Or here you go, all right? You know, you don't even have to upgrade. Apex will just run and get the AK now. There, bang.
Yeah.
You know, save some money.
That can work. That can work. And JW getting the kill with the Swag 7 as well. They even tried to counter that. Happy with the HE going in there. JW, if you're holding close, you're going to get some nade damage, but JW delayed it just long enough. Well, now this is really frustrating here for Envy. They have to worry about that 1-shot kill potential waiting around a corner, and JW's so good with it. There's the first shot, and he gets it. The fadeaway again onto Kenny, and the spray through the smoke from Flusha takes out NBK, and that is a dominant pistol round, or rather, first rifle round coming out here for Fnatic. Luckily for Envy, they get the 3.
Yeah, as you were talking about, you know, JW always so aggressive, right? You kind of know what to expect from JW in every single map. The problem is that he's so, like, you know what to expect, but it's going to happen anyway, and then you're going to end up dying. You're like, oh, I knew that was going to happen. Yeah, how can I die?
You look over at Happy, and he didn't look too happy, right? Yeah. He was just like staring at his screen, like head off to the side. Well, nice trade here already to start JW. This is another like JW trademark, just going for that aggressive peek into alt mid. He gets picked off, and it's a trade. Apex manages to bring it back. So 4-on-4 situation, and this actually favors Envy. They haven't committed to a site. The bomb is still protected. Now they have all the map, and they are starting to get towards Banana as well, which is the next step in the process. Now they've got control of apartments. That works out fine. They don't see anything from Fnatic in mid, so get control of Banana, and then really ruin Fnatic's day, because then Fnatic are just like, where the hell are they going to hit?
Yeah, but that's the thing about like a good team and one of the better teams in the world, right?
Wow.
Whereas they take control out of everything, so you always keep the CTs guessing.
What a ridiculous shot from MBK as well.
Yeah, saw that.
Ugh. And now, well, that's a problem. It's keeping 2 players over here for Fnatic. They know that MBK's up there, but they are clearing out mid, so this is key. Fnatic are trying to figure out if this is going to be a commit to the A site here from Envy, and that's just not going to be the case. Crims peeks out at the perfect time to take out Kenny, and Olofmeister finds MBK. So it's down to the 2 players here for Envy as they get up onto the B site. They will get the bomb plant, and now Fnatic can rotate in and just collapse onto this site. They have 3 kits to work with as well, but no nades to make their lives easier. And with the fresh smoke here from Kia, he can drop that down into Banana or CT if he wants, and it can get real tough here for Fnatic. They might have to try and push through. There's the flash to buy some more time. Smoke goes up, and Apex wins the key fight versus Crims. Now both players here for Fnatic getting, well, picked off one at a time. Apex with the double, and he's just going straight forward. Olofmeister, he's sticking it. Olofmeister's down to 2 seconds. 1, and Apex is there just in time. Quad kill for the entry fragger.
Yeah, I mean, the last 3 was like with 8 HP or something, right? Yeah. That was silly. Great job by Apex. It was looking. I mean, EnVyUS read that completely right. You had the frag from MBK on the A bomb side. Beautiful work from him. Just leaving Crims all alone on the B bomb side. He had no nades. He only had this one flashbang, which he used to get away. He didn't really use it offensively. He just used it defensively, and you end up getting that, and then you end up, with a great round by Apex. And now you see another, 4 spy coming in from Fnatic, already 4-1 down. It's actually Olofmeister with the max 7 now.
Yeah, and Olof, he's pretty good with the one-shots. Yep. I mean, he can use that AWP when he wants to, so no reason he can't get some work out of the shotty.
Especially on the B bomb side, right? I mean, he's all alone there. You see Crims rotating back towards B now, but it's a really good position to have a max 7.
And you really, I mean, EnVyUS right now are being very systematic. You got to appreciate it. Get into mid, get into apartments. Okay, that's clear. Now go towards Banana. Now we have the map. Now we can go wherever we want. Like, this is a nightmare for Fnatic. They need to do something to challenge, or at least, try and slow Envy down in the early portions of the game, because if Envy gets so comfortable, if they have all of the map to play with, and this is where they're famous as well, that push through, it's going to come. And Olofmeister, he misses the first shot, but he gets the second one onto Kiyoshima. And then the flash there to slow down Envy, and this is where it gets rough. Olofmeister, 3 kills for him, and he nearly gets the 4th as well before getting taken out. Crims is there to solve that situation, and it's going to come down to Happy now. Last man here. He's got the bomb, but that's smoke, and he's going to get pushed. He's caught in the sandwich, and Fnatic come right back into it off the back of 3 kills with a shotgun from Olof.
Yeah, the timing there from Envy actually was a little bit sloppy. You saw look how flashed Olofmeister is here. 3 flashbangs just in his face. But they don't run in, right? So by the time he gets to C again, ends up getting the 3 kill, and then Crims helping him out. That's the beauty of the Max 7, right? When you have positionings like that, when you have the close quarters and you don't time it well enough, you're gonna end up falling. That's exactly the situation where you don't want it to happen.
Oh, what's also interesting there? What's another detail that we get with the replay is like confirmation that all of Envy were actually just facing forward when they tried to run through that smoke as well. So they're all getting anti-flashed as well by what the Fnatic chuck 1 flash out, and they're all just flashed. They can't actually save Olof.
Yeah.
But okay, then a little bit of a moment there.
What just happened?
Not sure. Okay. No problem, just a bump in the road, but it's fine. And right now, man advantage here for Fnatic going into this anti-eco situation. And once again, Envy, oh, this could get cheeky. Real close. Crims gets tagged down. Deagle Spray goes through. He takes the fight again with MBK. There's the accurate flash, and everybody turned around here for Envy, but then they give headshots to Crims like it's candy, and it's going to be down to Kenny and Happy. Last 2 alive. And there's the positional advantage, at least for Happy. He had the angle on Olaf, but he doesn't land the headshot, and Kenny just gets caught out by Crims. So this is where it starts to get a little scary, I think, for Envy. That's 2 really solid rounds coming out from Fnatic.
Yeah, and actually Flusha getting caught off guard, and Crims doing a great job in staying alive, getting the 2 kills, just rotating back, waiting for his teammates to come in and just mop the floor with Envy. And now you see, I mean, look at the buyout that Envy has. They don't have any money, so it's going to be a, kind of like a save. They have some deagles and some pistols, but that's about it. No nade, not even a flashbang to try and expo flash in. This is just purely trying to do some damage on Fnatic.
Flusha, he's got an accurate read of the situation. Double dunk straight onto Envy, and that's actually interesting. Well, this is because Olofmeister has that AWP. He's trying to be unpredictable. Was wondering what Flusha was doing over on the B site to begin with. And that might be, I mean, a detail. If Envy noticed, wait a second, Flusha killed us with the nade, okay, that means that Olofmeister isn't there. Either there's 3 players on B or Olof is somewhere else. But right now, at least, it's still just an eco situation, and Flusha is going to hit the perfect timing. Good night, Happy. And an extra $600 go into Flusha's pocket.
Yeah, and economy. I mean, especially on the seed side on Inferno, that's where you have the strong halves on seed side on Inferno when you build your economy up, when you get the mollies, when you get the smokes and everything you need. So Fnatic, they're well on their way. You know, it's very important for them right now that Apex does not get a frag here. Just keep the economy in shape moving forward, because it's only the 8th round. And 7 more to go after this.
There's still plenty. Yeah, there's still plenty of time here. Well, there's the shot. That's just going to draw Apex out. Great shoulder peek. Not sure if the lamppost saved Olofmeister there. He's only getting tagged down low, down to 56. And no fadeaway shot there for Apex. He gets caught in the back by Crims. A little bit of a shake of the head there. Bit of frustration showing.
Yeah.
And NBK, yeah, of course he's going to go for the AK. Kenny not going for the aggressive T-side op either.
Yeah, he didn't have the money for it. Decided to end up going with, you know, the accessories instead. The nades do have 2 mollies on the EnVyUS side as well. Could probably be used to take control over Banana if they want to do it a little bit faster. Use the mollies on the truck and stuff, or even a B execute when they, you know, to clear off the Olofmeister corner there where you saw in the next 7.
Well, now it starts to get a little bit frustrating for Envy as well, just because incendiaries, smokes, Fnatic, they've got the money to get everything you need to just really ruin a terrorist day on this map. All these choke points now, and Olof even sets up that smoke so that he has just a little bit of a gap. He's like, hey guys, take a peek. Nobody's here. It's fine. And, you know, there you go. NBK gets picked off. You see it coming. It's like a train wreck. You see it coming from a mile away. It's like, don't do it, NBK.
It's like you're a mouse, you know, you just laid out a little bit of cheese, little trap there. It's like, yeah, come get it.
NBK's taking a nibble.
You know, it's okay, and snap! Boom, you're next.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean, 45 seconds, and Envy, they want, no surprise that they want to go and say hello to the B site once again. They've had success on it, so they want to see if they can't get the job done once again. And with the nades and limited men, I mean, they have all, look at all these nades that they actually still have to work with here. This is pretty huge. And now you have all the nades. 3 nades intentionally being shown, and yeah, it's a fake. I mean, they are looking exactly Fnatic, the huge over-rotation. This is a catastrophe. They actually just, they saw the 3 nades and just looked at that base value, because Crims is sitting up there and he's looking over the roof. When that comes through, he isn't even peeking the entrance of Banana. He's just sitting watching the roof to see how many nades come over. He sees 3 nades come in. He's calling for the rotation right away.
I mean, that round, I mean, I would love to see you don't even have to look at the frags in that round. Just show replay of the nade work there and look at the rotation from Fnatic. I mean, Olofmeister, they are saving this round. Major points for Fnatic there, and this is a basic 101, right? For everyone. If you play the seed side on any map and you think, and your teammates are calling, they're coming here, there's always the one person, so on Inferno on A, the person holding apartments, you stay until you see the bomb. You do not rotate, and Fnatic did that. Everyone rotated, left the bomb side completely open. So it's a little bit stressful there. I mean, you need to stay, because you need to at least have one more person there just waiting. And if that hit occurs, then you can at least try and get, you know, flashbang or 2.
We get no replay. Okay, well, it's all right.
Maybe next round.
We're not going to throw production under the bus, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
no, but I mean, that was great display of, you know, a perfect fake from Envy, and they didn't have someone running into the side, right? Just nades over, great smokes, flashbangs, flash 1, and then you see the call. It's like, B.
That deep nade count. Yeah, that is brutal. All right, well, Fnatic, that's going to rock them a little bit. That's really going to make them just a little leery. And that's actually going, I mean, this is another step where now Envy can take advantage of that, where it's just like, well, they're not going to rotate too quickly now because we might be faking them. That's another, just a little step in the mind game there that Happy gets to work with now.
And that's the thing, you know, the beauty of it, right? So that you can potentially just do the same round now, but actually hit B. And then you will probably see like 1 or 2 members of Fnatic not actually rotating until you actually do see the bomb this round.
Yeah, exactly. Brutal. All right. Now this is going to get real fun. Envy 5 rounds on the T side, so already they're looking good as far as their T rounds are concerned. But of course they want more, and it's up to Fnatic to stop them. And Olofmeister once again has that AWP, and he's just chilling out here in mid. Don't think that he'll get a free pick again here through the smoke, but he wants to try and get that aggressive pick onto Boiler. And he's just waiting. There's the flash. falls back. They get control of the situation. He goes for the repeat, and he's going to get the point-blank shot. What a shot from Olaf. Shuts down Apex immediately. And, well, they are still trying to set this up for an arch split. It looks like they wanted to go towards B. Envy, 30 seconds left. That bomb is waiting right at the entrance, and NBK can't get the job done, and they're just getting slaughtered across the map. The Frenchmen, they can't get anything going their way at all in this round. Just completely obliterated.
Yeah, I mean, the point-blank shot from Olaf there just really wrecked EnVyUS round. We're planning on doing a B split there, but they just got stopped.
It's almost to the point where Kenny needs to just either die or, yeah, get away. Get up into the apartments and hope that you can actually live through this.
I think it's the amount of money you have. You want to save this if you can.
Well, he gets a parting shot onto Dennis. And he's actually going to be able to survive this round. So, success. At least as far as he's concerned.
Yeah, I mean, as for Fnatic, I mean, only losing that one member, you see there, their economy is building up. This is the point blank. That shot there, right there, and then you see when you rotate back, NBK actually thought that Olaf might just rotate back to library, but then you casually do, Flusher rotating back from B, covering his back. And again, Crimps got a frag onto B bomb side as well. Everything just fell apart for Envy that round.
Yeah, they were really trying to, well, they were trying to change things up, go for a little bit of a split.
Yeah.
And this time it just doesn't work out for them, so that's going to set them back, but not too far. I mean, they still had enough money to get an AK on Kyoshima, and the rest of them are just going to force up with the Tech 9s, and we all know that Envy are one of the best goddamn Tech 9 playing teams in the world.
Yeah, and they do have all the nades for it as well, so you will probably see a very well-coordinated execute here from Envy. Smoke off one side and just flash over and just storm the site.
And that's the idea here. Dennis, he's about to have a bit of a rude awakening. Flash in, full flash on him. He is going to be able to make it back to the site, however. So they don't get a free kill. Instead, it's Flusher right through the smoke, looking for the likely angle there, and he does do some damage. But now Envy, they've got control of top mid, and they can really keep Fnatic guessing. And there is a push coming in at bottom banana as well. Olafmeister's still holding, and he doesn't see anybody. So the 4 players here on Fnatic, they're going to stay solid. They're just going to wait for the Frenchman to come in. And there it is. Perfect peek from Dennis. He spots the first man, and he's going to be able to take that battle with the second as well, but he loses it. Happy comes out ahead, and it's falling apart. Somehow Fnatic, they make the right call, and they just get run over anyway.
4 members on the A bomb side again, and going down.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, NBK getting the entry there in apartments. Once you get that, it's just like go, 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 go. You end up jumping down. Dennis missing a very important spray on the second person in mid. Ends up going down as well. And by at that point in time, it's just game over.
Yeah, he really had to stay alive at all costs there. Thought that Happy was dead for sure, but
this is a very important round on coming in. Fnatic low on money. If any of us win this round, there will probably big possibility that they will end up winning the half.
Mm-hmm. That they'll just come out ahead. You're right. Yeah, they've spent everything, Fnatic, so this is it. If they get forced into an eco situation, well, Envy are just going to get far too many rounds. Already 6 rounds is pushing it on the T side. 9-6 best case scenario for Fnatic. That is the outmost limit. They cannot allow Envy to get any further than this. And Envy, they're waiting. They're wondering if there's going to be some kind of act of desperation out of Fnatic trying to peek somewhere aggressively, but Fnatic are still content to just sit and wait. Nice little dunk nade there onto NBK. It doesn't do quite as much damage as I thought it would, but still. Drops him down to 88.
Fnatic playing very wary with their nades now. Look at the B bomb side, Cruz just baiting at Olafmeister. Doesn't really want to rotate. A little bit nervous now on the Fnatic side. Here we go.
And there it is. Apex, fair trade. Dennis, though, this Wombo combo. He comes in, and he shuts him down on short. Happy, he's the only one now alive in a 1v2. Luckily for him, he can pick up that bomb. And he's just hoping that somebody was waiting around, overextending. Instead, it's going to be Crimson Olaf rotating in from that B site, and Happy, he's willing to take that fight. He is brave, but they're playing it very carefully, Fnatic. Olaf doesn't overextend, and, well, just lands a clean headshot on Happy in the end.
Yeah, Dennis throughout this series has been quite quiet this half so far. I mean, you saw the previous round where he ends up missing the spray, but you saw on Cobblestone as well. A lot of rounds where he actually ends up saving Fnatic the round. Fnatic ended up losing 2 members. Olafmeister was very slow on the rotate from the B bomb side. You see here, this is where Olaf starts rotating. If you look at that radar, and then Dennis here, bombs it up. Yeah, he saves them completely. If he ends up going down, Olafmeister and Crimps just ends up saving.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they aren't even through CT to Arch yet. By the time he peeks forward on short to have saved the day. Both B site players as well sitting at the top. Olafmeister with a good half so far, 14-2-6, but still, they need to wake up a little bit here, Fnatic. They need to shut it down the remaining 3 rounds in this half, and this is another force coming out of Envy. With the 2 Tech 9s, a P90 on Kyoshima, double AK, a little bit light on the nades, but still they have a couple Molotovs, they have some smokes, so they have the necessities at least. And while JW, he's changing it up. He's decided not to go for the challenge in apartments or in short. Instead, he's just waiting up here on balcony. Really nasty spot from him. So even if the smoke goes down to flashes, etc., if he plays it right, he can still pick somebody off a short. But, oh my god, MBK just comes right through. Takes his face off. Flusha and Dennis, they try to do the best they can. And while Flusha, he's going to get flanked by Happy. And the timing, it's impeccable so far. Still, a 2-on-2 with Kenny just managing to get in here. He's got half HP. Bomb is on the site with Apex. And now it comes down to this deadly duo. Apex and Kenny work so well together versus Crims and Olofmeister. And this is going to be it. Crims with the AWP, which is very interesting considering Olof is alive. But Crims and Olof pushing forward. Olof right on the edge. Kenny trying to bait that shot out. He gets some info. And Olof, they're going to push together as a unit. And there it is. Olof with the first kill on Apex. It's all on Kenny now. And he needs to just buy time. Smoke is going to go down. And Crims, he's got a kid. He can get on here. And he is. He's hoping that the angle is going to be right, but it's not good enough. Kenny just finds the shot. And they get shut down. 7 rounds for Envy now.
I mean, again, JW designed to play a little bit more safe, but when you see the nade coming in the way it is, EnVyUS knows the angle you must take to throw that nade. Just ends up straying through the smoke, gets him, and then you see the push again. He's like, well, let's go. Bang. It's exactly the same thing with the other force buy. Exactly the same thing happened. On the 2 versus 2, though, Olofmeister had all the nades. He had Molotovs, he had smokes. Didn't use any of it. Use the molly. You know where he is, right? It's Molotov and mouse. Smoke the side already if you want to, but use the nades before you end up going down, right? Because then otherwise you lose that, leaving Crimson in a kind of awkward spot.
Yeah, once Olof gets picked, then it's going to be real tough. But, I mean, now it's just the force buy. This is the full-out YOLO desperation force buy coming in from Fnatic, and it's not going their way. Apex is there to take out JW up close. Not sure if they spotted the second man. Dennis was able to fall back just fast enough. So Envy don't manage to pick up 2 kills, but Happy is still waiting. He knows. And Flusha likes to play that angle. Flusha, though, somehow looks like he managed to make it out of there in one piece. And that's a little bit surprising. Happy not usually one to pass up on frags like that. But it is going to be over here on the B site. And Envy, they are setting up to push through that smoke once again. Here comes the flash, here comes the play, and just the what a shot from Keo, just jumping through full Hollywood. Straight on top of Crims. Flusha still, though, man, with that CZ75, you can never count him out. He gets the headshot onto Kenny, but they are going to be pushing in. Just 3 players left alive here for Fnatic. No kit. Olof with an AK, but he gets headshot with that nade, so there's some info. They know that somebody's playing close flowers, and now, well, Envy, there's no way that they're going to lose control of this situation. Fnatic, they're just going to be backing off, trying to save their gear.
Yeah, I mean, they don't even have kits this round, and as for money's, as for money's worth, they have nothing. So save the round and just try and buy what you can next round. But EnVyUS throughout this series now, or throughout this half, has been playing great. Read the game completely, Happy, doing a great job in the middle as well, just keeping track of where they are. You saw that the round just now as well, where Crims is all alone on the B bomb side, gets smoked off with a P250, Kiyoshima with the 180 headshot, MOG bang. Not really that much to do, and then Fnatic playing somewhat sloppy. Yeah, they do take the gambles, but one of the things to notice that the person that takes the most gambles on this team is normally JW, not right, and he's not getting the payout for it this half so far.
No, he is playing very safe. You're right. It's not something that we're used to seeing from him. I mean, it does feel like it's been a long time since we've seen JW with the crazy peeks through smokes, etc. But you really do, that's his role on the team, is to sow confusion in the ranks of Envy.
Yeah, right. You just cause havoc. If you end up going down, I mean, that's a thing for Fnatic that they have never really worried too much about it. If you go down, then we'll just get pushed somewhere else to get the kill for you.
Well, this comes down to Fnatic now just biding their time. Nothing crazy from them again. They just sit and wait and hope that Envy, make a mistake. But again, Envy, they're going with what worked last time. NBK waiting right on the edge. Dennis is trying to take a quick peek in a boiler. He will get some info there. And Apex didn't spot him on short, but instead they're just so quickly out of apartments. Ridiculously fast. The A site just destroyed. And now it's going to come down to Crims rotating in. Olofmeister bottom mid with that AK, which has done nothing for him. And Happy is close enough to go for the peek, take the fight. He loses it, but that's important information for Apex to come in for the cleanup. 2 kills for him. And Envy come out ahead 9-6 on their T side of Inferno. Fantastic scoreline here at the end of the first half for the Frenchman.
Yeah, and so far this whole game, Envy, they're 3-0 in pistol rounds. They're 9 rounds, because they have not yet lost the eco, right? So they're essentially 9 rounds up, just counting pistol rounds throughout these 2 maps.
And surviving, I mean, well, Fnatic, the nightmare for them is going to be that 2v5. That 2v5 round where they could have shut down Envy early on.
Yep.
They had him dead to rights, and they managed to throw it away somehow.
But you know, this is where Vugo should come into play as well. It's like, guys, you have the advantage. Don't do anything stupid. Just wait.
Just calm down.
Yeah.
I mean, that's actually one thing as well that which is very recent here for Next. But Next, the manager behind Envy, what you notice is he's shouting out to the players when it comes down to like a 2v3 or a 1v3 or 3-on-3. He's like 4v3, and he says it loud enough to go over everybody else's comms so that they just know, oh, okay, 4v3.
Yeah. This
is how we play it. Don't throw it away. That's an interesting little detail there from a manager who's more of a manager and not a coach. You know, he's more here for the players'
Yeah, but
well-being.
it's very easy to keep track of. If you're just sitting there and you're watching the game, as for as a player, you have so much other things to keep in mind, right? To keep track of, just the small details, because there will be a time, let's say you get flashed, right, and your team just ends up killing someone. Maybe you don't pay attention, and then you don't realize that there, say 3 members left instead of 4, and that makes a massive difference. Same with like calling out, for example, how you hold when the bomb is planted, like the crossfires and stuff. It's like, well, guys, okay. Say Kenny, he's holding banana. You're holding Chorus.
Yeah, Vugo. This is where I also wonder, like what the impact is for Vugo going into this new roster of Fnatic. Flusha calling as well, because you used to have the impression that with him and Pronax, they were the ones breaking down everything, and then Vugo is there to call the timeouts. Or at least that's what I remember, that he's the one who's like, okay, we're losing control of the situation, call a timeout. But then why isn't Vugo calling a timeout here, right? Like, why isn't he stepping in and just saying, okay, boys, we lost control, slow it down, let's figure it out.
And it also puts more pressure on Vugo as well, right? Because you don't have that second guy. It's just like spending more time and doing the tackler approach, where you have more of a free spirit kind of approach now from Fnatic when you have Flusha calling, more
laissez-faire sort of situation here.
Yeah, right. So then again, important round for Fnatic. Are they just gonna not end up winning a single pistol round this whole game, or will that should come to play for once?
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of that is additional pressure on them right now. Not having won a single pistol, that's not pleasant.
Yeah, no nades on Fnatic side either.
Nice little double peek there in Banana, though. They nearly catch out NBK. And, of course, NBK and Happy just playing Happy in the usual little bait spot. It's so funny. You can just watch for Happy. Like, Happy's just sitting here waiting, like, NBK, if you bait for me, I'm going to just wreck them when they try and push in. And it's all going to work out. They have no idea that Happy is waiting in that corner right now. The only people that they've seen Fnatic, is NBK. And Kiyoshima manages to catch out Olaf Meister. I believe that was in, well, it might have been in Apartments.
It was up mid, I think. Maybe it was Apartments, yeah. He ends up getting headshotted.
Well, here we go. It's the moment, and Dennis is going to step in and manage to get the headshot onto Apex, jumping, and it is a split on B. No hesitation here, straight for Fnatic, and now this is a nightmare for the 2 players over on the A side. They have to worry about somebody lagging behind in CT, laying a trap for him. Happy has to hit the headshot here, and he's not going to do it. JW is there to wipe him out. It's all on NBK now, who starts off strong. 2 headshots, could get a 3rd as well, but he's staying alive, doing the best that he can, and buying valuable seconds for his teammates to rotate in. So it's a 2-on-2 now, and Kenny taking point. He's got the kit, he's got the USP. Keo is so low on HP, and he's going to drop immediately. JW's there, and now Kenny, he's caught in a crossfire. He's trying to press forward, but there's a man in flowers and a man behind new boxes, and he knows. First headshot in. And there's the tap, and there's the stick, and what is going to happen? It is sitting for the moment, and the angle isn't right! JW can't hit the headshot fast enough.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean,
look at this.
You do such a great job and take the bomb side, dude, despite the fact that MBK gets 2 nice headshots. And I mean, that's just a killer right there, It just comes into show, it's like, oh, you're defusing the bomb, hitbox is a little bit wacky, you're aiming towards the head, nothing actually happens, and then you end up losing the round, and that's a killer, right? I mean, 4 pistol rounds out of 4 just lost for Fnatic, and you're not going to win games like that.
No. Or, I mean, it's like you lose the pistols, but you really need to get the follow-up here. And they don't go for the force. They get the bomb plant.
Yeah, because now it's nervous, right? You get the bomb down, and I actually don't know why did JW... Okay, well, yeah, he had a lot more money than the others.
He got those 3 kills, so he would have had like a bonus $900 to work with. Apex is going to get rid of Olaf, though.
It's still weird. It's still a weird buy to me. Like, you don't want to do that. You get $900. Yeah, that's extra nades to you to come into next round.
Or an AWP.
Yeah, or an AWP as well. Yeah. Instead, you probably you play out of frustration and you just want more kills because you have a very bad CT half, and you end up buying when you really shouldn't.
Well, Keo is ridiculous with that auto shotty, but there is a bit of a mistake here being made. NBK, again, you're right though. they're thinking that it's going to be the A side, but NBK sits on that B side, doesn't rotate off until the bomb is shown. And it works out perfectly for Envy. Fnatic, well, with their backs to the wall, they're going to be a little light on money because they didn't get many kills in the last round.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, just look at the money JW had. He had 4,850 bucks. If he wanted to, if he didn't buy the armor and stuff the previous round, he could have an AWP, he can have armor on top of that, he can have a smoke. Instead, you know, you end up, yeah, you have all the nades and stuff, and this is the timer coming in for Fnatic, right? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is going to be the pause called by
Flusha. I mean, that's good. I mean, coming into this round, losing the pistol, getting the bomb plant, and then now this is the first weapon round you have to work with. Maybe it's a little bit too early because you haven't really seen the setup that EnVyUS will actually approach with on their CT side. But I think it's a good call here to at least use it. You didn't really see it that they used it on Cobblestone at all, essentially. So.
No, that is actually a bit of an issue. The teams, I mean, they and just so everybody is aware, you do get a pause, you get that timeout when you want it. Teams haven't really been using it too much. So now, at least when Fnatic, they figure, well, we've got 6 rounds, boys. We've got a long way ahead of us. Glad to see that they remember to actually slow down the pace a little bit here. Of course, EnVyUS are going to be just thinking about it, you know, what's going to come at them as well. Bit of a guessing game for Envy, so it's going to be curious to see what they decide to go with. And Kiyoshima is actually going to hold on to that auto shotgun. This is ridiculous. Apex with the MP7, okay. We saw the same thing.
Yeah, but he had a great spawn. Kiyoshima had a great spawn. You might probably see a very aggressive apartments play here from Kiyoshima.
He is going down there. Bit of the JW play. There's the smoke. Trying to make it look like, not the best smoke, but trying to make it look like, you know, this is standard default stuff. Nobody waiting here with a shotgun. What's up, What's up, Crims? What? Olafmeister up on the balcony? Is he Batman? What the hell is that? I'm Batman. Dude, he just came out of nowhere. Like, I wasn't even expecting that. Kiyoshima definitely wasn't. Okay, then. Well, Apex is going to spot in mid. Kenny there to follow it up, and this is a nightmare for Fnatic. They're down to 3 players. They do bring it back, though. JW able to find Kenny, so 3-on-3, but the nade advantage is there for Envy. All players gathered up for Fnatic, looking towards that A site now, and they're in Boiler. Apex is going to peek for info. Spots out one man, drops Olaf low, and then Happy, just doing Happy things. He could peek out and just completely wreck JW. There it is. Easy kill for him. And now they know he's got control of mid. If Olafmeister decides to peek out, Olafmeister, he has to get out of there. HE goes in, and the timing is right, but the bullets will do the trick for Envy, and the 12th round goes their way.
Great teamwork from Envy there. 3 versus 3. You saw Happy in the corner. He calls for a flash from Apex. Here, look the flash there on radar. As soon as the flash hits, Happy peeks. You know, great teamwork there coming in. I mean, he would have killed him anyway, right? But let's say you actually had someone a little bit further back that was actually holding the corner. He would have potentially gotten that one as well, right? So, great round from Envy. They're playing really well right now. And Fnatic, they don't have an answer to it.
I mean, this is a totally different beast from the Envy we saw yesterday versus Liquid. And, you know, if you were doubting them a little bit, I mean, this is really impressive stuff. And versus a Fnatic that they looked dominant versus Conquest, but they weren't really challenged versus Conquest. So it was a little bit of a question mark going into this match when it came to Fnatic. What exactly are they going to be able to pull out? What kind of shape are they going to be in versus, well, a top 2 team in the world? So now it is the force from Fnatic. They're just going all out. They have to.
Yeah, mollies and everything. We'll probably see Fnatic rotating back towards the B-bomb side here and just a Molotov in the smoke round. Unless it's a... Oh, here we go. Yeah.
The push begins straight through, and it's a 1-for-1 trade. And now NBK peeks out, spots out one, and he's going to play it safe. Exactly. Falls back through the smoke, gets back into construction, and he's going to be able to wait for his teammates to rotate in. Now Apex is here to support. And now with the man advantage here, Envy should be able to execute this retake. They do have an AK on Dennis. There are a couple of nades, actually. Olafmeister with that smoke, just waiting before he throws it out there. Some reason, Keo decides to push through alone, so he's going to get picked off free by JW. And we're into a 3-on-3. Envy, this is their situation to take over here. It's Fnatic's to lose, and there's the first shot. But again, 1-for-1 trade. Olaf, though, just barely gets the kill on Apex. And now it's all on Kenny, and he knows that Olaf is low. But there's the smoke, and it's just going to have to work out. Nope, Olafmeister not going to get the shot, and Kenny has the kit, and just enough time for the defuse. Again, Envy are going to be able to pull this off.
Yeah, Olafmeister really doesn't have that much to work with there. 4 HP left. Kenny has thrown the smoke away. And you saw a little tap on the bomb, like he has to take a gamble. And Kenny, as like you're saying, he knew it was low. Ends up just killing him through the smoke. Win a round. And that was a complete force up from Fnatic. Yeah, they get the bomb down, so they do have AKs this round. 2, 3 smoke grenades and 4 flashes to work with. It's cutting it close now, Sam.
Oh, yeah. They need to get the bomb plant again, though.
Yeah.
If they don't get a bomb plant, I mean, then it's just like we're looking at a Tech 9 buy again from Fnatic. It's just they have 3 rounds now, Envy, from match point.
Look at how Envy's playing.
What is this, though? Kenny on the edge, and he's going to take out Dennis. Kiyoshima's there. Krims tries to bring it back for Fnatic, but it's just not going to work. Instead, it's Olafmeister stepping in, picking up a big kill, and now he knows that Kenny's on the site, but Kenny's too quick for him with that 5-7, and Kenny, just a big round from the French Chopper. 3 kills for him, all of them key.
And look at EnVyUS the first round, like the first few seconds of the round. They just put NBK completely on the B bombs. They didn't even bother putting 2 in the beginning. 4 right away on the A bombs. Like Kenny has with 3 massive kills. I mean, this is looking extremely bad for Fnatic right now.
It's like, yeah, okay, you don't want to call it over, but right now Fnatic are just looking like they've mentally checked out. Just straight YOLO rush up A, nothing coming from it. They get slapped. And well, now they're going to spread out. They are going to spread out for a bit more of a default approach here. Happy, though, behind. Perfect flash again. And now Krims has to back off. He has to worry about the crossfire potential. He's looking for the pre-fire there, but the timing just is not going to work. But Happy decides to go forward, and he gives himself up to JW. He spots 2, but then he doesn't see the bomb, so it's still a bit of a tricky spot here for Envy.
Do have control at the, like you're saying, tricky spot for Envy. Forcing to have 2 players on B, 2 players on A. But Kenny, though. Yeah,
and that's it. Envy have to go for the information peak. They need to back up on what Happy is saying, and Kenny decides to peek mid, and with that AWP, he strikes down 1 Fnatic player.
I don't like this approach from Apex. You know, you're 4 on 3, just play the bomb size, right? 2 on B, 2 on A.
He's trying to listen.
He's very close, though, yeah, and he does have 2 flashes, so if they come towards B, you will see flash coming from Apex.
He's got to be quick. Well, there's the confirmation. And NBK falls? NBK doesn't get a kill. He's been so consistent, and there's the weakness. He goes charging it, though, and Apex, the big play. Double kill for him, and it's going to be down to Krims. 1v2 now, and the rotation is going to be coming through, but they have the nades here on Envy to make Krims' life a little bit difficult. No smokes, but the flashes are going to go charging in. Perfect flash, and now they know exactly where Krims is playing from. Kiyoshima even going so far for the pre-aim, but it's going to be Kenny with the wallbang, and a match point now for Envy, and a whole lot of them.
You know that Fnatic are having issues when they lose rounds like that. That's like rounds that Fnatic can never lose, right? Especially when NBK ends up going down, overextending a little bit on the B bomb side. Normally the whole concept there is for NBK to be stationed. Once he sees someone, he rotates back and lets Apex flash for him, and then you repeat it. Now he ends up going down. Apex just basically storms through the smoke and gets the 2 kills.
Yeah, what a play from Apex. Yeah. I mean, he just went in there. He hit that timing perfectly. Well, now for Fnatic, again, just buy. And I mean, you got the bomb plant, so they actually have a pretty respectable one. They have a few nades to work with, but Happy, this is some disrespect. He's just going for the same thing over again.
I mean, it's 9 match points for him.
Like, why not take the risk?
Yeah, you have a lot of room to work with.
And well, so far at least, we'll see here how it develops. As Fnatic, they do get control of apartments. So again, methodical play coming out here from Fnatic. Control of apartments, control of, well, at least top mid. And they have a man sitting in Banana waiting to see if there's going to be anything crazy coming out of Envy over there.
He only has a smoke as well, so it's not going to be able to like even try to remotely pull off a fake. I like this from Kenny.
This is where it's nasty. And there's the first, but JW's there. Excellent. Apex holding close, and again, trade frag. This is working for Fnatic if they can keep that momentum up. Olaf is low, though, so Kiyoshima, he's the point man, but he's going to decide to fall back to the site. Rotation is already coming out here from his teammates. And Fnatic, they aren't committed quite yet. They're still just hanging around in mid. And that's where Envy realized they start to send NBK back to the B site. There is an option here for Fnatic to fall back, but it's running out. 30 seconds left, and it looks like they will be committing. They're waiting for Happy to peek in for info. And it's a team kill from Dennis. They had it all right there. The team kill from Dennis, and with 20 seconds left, they aren't going to attempt the shenanigans. They're going to wrap back over to A, and it's all on Kiyoshima. Can he find that headshot? Yes, he can. First one down. Flusha is gone. Now it's all on Dennis. 21 HP, 10 seconds left. He needs to get the kill or the bomb plant, and he's looking for the bomb. He wants to play that 1v2, and he won't get wall banged down, but there's a chance. It's a slim one, but he can pull this off. He has to get a kill fast when Envy commit to the site. They spot him out. They get the info, but Keo plays it safe, and he gets the kill in the end. Keo with the clutch, or at least the solid hold on the A site to finish it, and a 2-0 win for Envy here in the upper bracket match of the group.
Yeah, I mean, they were playing great CS, something that we haven't seen from them since the Major, actually. And yeah, they put down some solid work, and again, Fnatic losing 4 piss rounds out of 4, not really playing great Counter-Strike overall. I mean, EnVyUS just completely outplayed them. You saw there again and again where EnVyUS had, you know, solid rounds, even fakes, and just Fnatic fell for all of it.
Yeah, Fnatic. I mean, that one big over-rotate on Inferno. I mean,
I really want to see. I hope that the couch talks about that as well if we have like a replay, because that just comes to show how flustered Fnatic it seems to be playing right now. Like the comms, I don't know. Like something's missing.
Well, also, I mean, they are playing against Envy, right? Against any other team, I think Fnatic pull this off.
Yeah,
it's just, you know,
course.
Envy, you cannot give them any kind of weakness. You can't show anything to them because they will just punish you. Happy on point. Everybody on point. Kiyoshima didn't have many frags, but that didn't really play into it when all of his teammates were just sitting, you know, getting the kills that were necessary to get on that board and just take, I mean, 9-6 first half on T side. That's pretty much it.
And Kiyo had one frag, getting 9-6 anyway. But you saw that, I mean, the last round just comes to show how smart Kiyoshima is, despite not getting the frags, right? Very calm and collected. When you saw Kiyoshima actually seeing the first guy in mid when it's a 3-on-3 on the last round, he ends up just falling back, played safe, right? And that's the plays. If you had been any more aggressive there, you end up dying, you leave the whole bomb side open, right? And you give Fnatic an opening.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, when it mattered most, he was there for the team. They lock it down. They get a 2-0 win over Fnatic, and they get a spot in the semifinals. So now we're going to throw it over to the analysts to break down this best-of-3 series. Alex, it's all yours.
Yes.
Really similar. I think it's actually me on the stage with Kenny, but that's all right. Not to worry. We'll jump in quick. We'll get to Alex in a second. He's got to wait because you're far more important, Kenny. Great game from you guys, and I talked to you a little bit outside. Yesterday, Cobblestone, you said communication was a problem. You said today, team was feeling much better. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, as I told you, today we arrived with a new mindset, and it's way better than yesterday. I mean, our communication was really smooth, and we finally played like a team. So when we are playing like this, we are one of the best teams in the world. So we have to keep going.
I like how you still say one of the, despite being, you know, the previous major champion, you still get the respect, you know, for guys like Fnatic. In converse conversation to what I had with you outside, saying your communication was good, I talked a little bit with them between maps as well, and they said one of the things that they were a little bit, not so much surprised about, but feeling a little bit unlucky about was just the timing of you guys pushing through. They were always caught off guard. Now, this is the first time you've played this new roster on LAN. Obviously, you guys struggled at Winter, DreamHack Winter, didn't make it through, got caught off guard a little bit by LG. They went all the way through, but you never met each other. Were you a little bit surprised by their new orientation? Was there anything that, you know, you found almost a little bit, I mean, to put in perspective, if you go back with timings, they're normally a team that was very good with them, very cohesive. Was it almost too easy today? Did they seem off?
No, I mean, they made a lot of games with their new team, so we were able to see them playing, so we were not surprised or something. I think it's not about timing, it's just we were better today and they were not at their best probably because I used to see Fnatic in better shape. But yeah, I think it was just we were the better team today and that's it.
And as for that slump in Winter, there was a little bit of talk and speculation about map pool issues. Obviously, again, you're playing a honeymoon period, crazy individual performance to LG, but how are you guys feeling overall? Getting late in the year, I think this is your last tournament, just about everyone's last tournament. Do you guys feel a little worn out? Do you guys feel actually quite rejuvenated and feel like you guys are in a good spot going into 2016?
What did you say? Sorry.
Do you feel good? Basically, you know, obviously Winter, bit of a slump. Everyone's getting a little worn out end of the year. Do you guys feel good about where you stand right now as a team moving forward? You know, you guys have been the roster now since 2 majors in a row. Won one of them. Is things looking good? Inside motivation still there to start off 2016 because it's going to be a busy year.
Yeah, of course. Next year will be amazing, and it's a huge boost for us as motivation and as a team. And we will work harder because we have to work harder for the next year if we want to manage to make some good results. But yeah, for this year we want to end up with a good note.
All right, well, thank you so much. We will let you get going. You guys have made it through to the semifinals tomorrow. Fnatic's going to have to play in the decider match of the group. But that said, we'll now go to the analysts. We'll head over with Alex and the desk. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks very much, Matt. Good to hear what Kenny had to say about that one. What have I done? What did I do?
What? No, nothing.
Nothing.
You're doing nothing's wrong. You did a great job.
I'm getting told off. What's happened here? I'm like checking myself for the preview.
I mean,
it's like when everyone in the class laughs except you, and you don't know what you've done wrong.
It has nothing to do with an iron. That's all I'm gonna say.
Ooh.
Okay, wow.
Blue's got some
firing
teeth.
shots. Okay,
Yes.
as I was gonna say before I was. I mean, Mr. Fnatic fanboy over here.
All right.
You've got a blue shirt on. Your name's blue, but you don't bleed blue, evidently.
No. Bleed orange. Actually, I have an orange shirt. I could have worn it today. Maybe you could have given them some luck.
Maybe we'll see that tomorrow.
But it seems the newness of the Fnatic roster has kind of started to wear off now. I mean, we're actually seeing a very strong Envy starting to come back because this was just a dominating performance from them on this map. All of the crucial battles, 9 times out of 10, went by the way of EnVyUS, and that threw them round after round after round again. And unfortunately, Fnatic just seemed to crack under the pressure, and eventually EnVyUS just take a huge lead at the end of the second map.
In contrast, Sean, you called it Envy. You said there Inferno was stronger, and almost those kind of cracks that you outlined in Fnatic's Inferno started to show quite quickly.
Yeah, I mean, Fnatic definitely didn't have as complete of an arsenal as EnVyUS had that match. It was pretty obvious. But with that being said, that match was way closer than those scores say. All the key rounds, like Blue said, came down to these really crucial, like 1v1, 2v2 battles, and EnVyUS came out on top 9 times out of 10.
Jason.
Yeah, I mean, you just don't see Fnatic losing them that often, but I mean, all the credit to Envy for taking those fights. I mean, part of it, too, is it's exactly that danger. It's exactly the reason why Inferno was such a gamble for Fnatic. And in the first half, Envy wins 2 to 3 of those rounds where they have, 3 Tech 9s, 2 AK-47s, and they just come out of the halls, and it's so dangerous.
Where do you stand on that discussion that Anders regularly brings up, surrounding Inferno, where he's like, a Tech 9 isn't that much of a disadvantage on Inferno, especially on that T side. I mean, well, of course it's on the T side, but you know what I mean? It's like something that you can actually, for entering sites and stuff like that. It's I mean,
it's not just on Inferno, but yeah, like especially if you look at Inferno, especially when Envy was coming out of those A halls, the apartments, very narrow choke point. You can get out, you can jump, you can stay moving, and keep spamming that Tech 9. Very dangerous gun. We've just seen Envy do it so often. The big thing was as well, Fnatic. I mean, as they tried and they had some good rounds early on, but they never really stabilized and got their economy that strong and that built upon in the first half of the first half. In those first 6, 7, 8 rounds of the first half, they weren't able to get anything solid going. So they were constantly in danger of being reset, and they were constantly in danger of exactly what Envy eventually did to them, was just win some force buys.
Another thing that happens too is, again, just some of the more basic things for Fnatic just start to fall apart, like checking some of these angles. That replay that was just shown there gave us a pretty good example of it. Fnatic are walking right by, they're not checking the cubbies, so they're going to get shut down from that direction, and then even the response to it as well leaves them sort of out in the open to some degree, and they're shut out to an even larger degree for many, many more rounds just because of that. When they start falling apart, they get sloppy, and again, EnVyUS just tumbleweed their way into victory there.
Yeah, and EnVyUS did a great job, as what was shown in that one clip right there, of controlling the bracket area of middle. They were constantly harassing, they were constantly peeking. You saw Kenny playing that close corner, getting a kill, getting a flash from Kiyoshima, far side jungle. They were constantly controlling that area, just picking Fnatic apart. And even though they were going 1 for 1, they were getting a lot of information when they were doing it, and it would allow them to stack the bomb sites.
There was just some, and also some questionable. We touched on the fact that Fnatic lost a lot of those 2-on-2, 3-on-3s, those situationals at the end of the rounds they don't normally lose. I mean, you could just kind of see it seemed like they just weren't feeling as in sync as normal. I mean, there was, Flarin pointed out during the broadcast, in that eco, there was an eco round where the bomb was dropped atop of mid, and Fnatic gives it up. They let Envy pick it back up in a 2-on-3. That's when Happy, I believe, got the ace. But just things of that nature. And there were just some really well-played rounds by Envy at the end there, but also just some uncommon mistakes from Fnatic. One thing I noticed in the first half as well was Olaf opping a decent amount in that first half. Instead of, having JW customarily, we see him in lane with the op.
Happened in Cobble as well.
Yeah.
Same point.
So, I mean, bringing it back to that discussion, that was a little, I don't know if they're trying to maybe mind game a little bit, saying, everyone knows that we're going to have JW opping. But, why go away from it? It works.
Is this a change that's kind of arisen since the in-game leadership change? Is this something maybe Flush is calling? I doubt it's that simple.
Could be. I haven't had a chance to talk to him about that.
And I'm sure there is a lot less structure and a lot less limitations on the players. There's a lot more loose atmosphere in the team without Pronax on the team. So I'm sure Olaf doesn't feel restricted at all anymore.
And it's so weird, too, that we actually don't see JW going back to that opping role on this map because he was so confident on it yesterday. Granted, again, completely different, caliber of team that they're going up against, but still he was so confident on it yesterday, and he got a good amount of practice on it there. So what are we doing there?
Sorry, I just wanted to kind of connect. Yeah, I realized we're all in line. It's like really kind of weird. We look like robots.
You got to go the other direction. You've got to be different, I see.
No, but I'm not flexible enough. This was really hurting, so I was just trying to make our feet kiss.
Oh, we're going to make our
There we go.
Oh, wait.
Oh, this is, look at this. That desk synergy. There you
nice.
go. This is nice, and now we look normal. We look weird before.
Now we've got it. We found
This is much better. This is much better.
There we go.
This is analyst synergy. Absolutely. And talking of synergy, Envy looked like, it's always a discussion point I like to bring up at the end of a game. See that? Do you see that like segue? That was pretty sweet. I mean, talking about synergy.
I'm not breaking it.
I wanted to bring up the point whereby Envy, is it Envy looking good and on the rise once again because we had this storyline?
Yes.
That was what we came into, right? But then again, as Kenny said it in the interview, he was like, Fnatic, that wasn't their best play. That's not the Fnatic that they were expecting.
It definitely wasn't, but look at that. There was that one play that I think was really
you guys are still doing it. That's adorable.
It really signified to me that Envy has, what Happy said, they need to work on some new wrinkles in their gameplay. Was that fake they had. They faked over towards the B bomb site, completely caused a rotation.
Look at your socks as well. You've got some gorgeous socks on today, Jason.
Not letting it happen. Not breaking the connection. But it really, that fake was beautiful, and all of Fnatic just got pulled out of the A bomb site. It was an easy win for Envy from there, and that's, that's adding some new wrinkles into their arsenal.
Yeah, and I'm talking of wrinkles. Anders turned 30 recently, so I want to wish him happy birthday for that one. But also, I'm just trying to do as many segues as I possibly can. We do need to turn our attention to what's going to be coming up next, of course. That's going to be an interesting one, no doubt. More European Counter-Strike coming your way. Of course, the two winners of their games yesterday are going to be battling it out. It was TQM, of course, formerly TSM, going up against Natus Vincere. So that's going to be a really good game, guys. Opening thoughts, a little teaser for the guys at home about how this one's going to play out. Are we going to see a 3-mapper? Because that was, Sean, you came out the gate saying that wasn't going to be 3 maps. The other two kind of were expecting to see Mirage. How about this one? What are your expectations?
This has more of a chance of going 3 maps, in my opinion. Na'Vi gives TSM fits. They're not very... I don't think they're a very good team at going against slow default teams, so that's why they struggle against Luminosity, they struggle against NIP, and they struggle against Na'Vi. The 3 teams that run slow defaults the best in my eyes. So this could be a really bad matchup for TQM.
Right.
Yeah, they got crushed at San Jose. Let's not forget that. Once these two teams met in the final, it was just like, it wasn't even a contest.
Yeah,
so that's a little bit scary.
Na'Vi looked completely on form yesterday as well, with Flamey and Guardian topping the charts easily there. And just Flamey specifically really impressed yesterday. So if that continues into this match, then it's going to be a bit of a rough one for TQM.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So guys, expecting maybe a bit of a cough and a splutter for the Danes. We'll see how it does play out. For now, though, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll be bringing you Game 2 of our 4-game day. For now, though, reminder about the theScore eSports application. Grab it on your smartphone or even do it on the web using Google Play and iOS. And of course, not only is it stats, it's also articles. There's a couple of highlights on Envy and of course Happy as an individual as well. So be sure to check that one out while we're in our break. But we're heading away, guys. We'll see you in 5 for our second game.